Yama first lady. The Ecos organ on Tiana.
Was it?
The Ecos organ on tea.
On Ghana TV.
On Tunukofu.
The bill on Ghana TV.
No, but the Ecos or Edea or Sifama or them Chromo to the
Aquina catch.
Oh,
share. What do you and then your host to be considered? Enjoy it. First ladies, second ladies, president, vice president. The Ecos will come on to you. Wait. I am telling you today.
But unim.
The only
person that time no or commission not or catastrophe for no for a swami interchange. As no kind me tiase de e ka bia mampenete na fi no mfi. So say one more hwe say nanim no begu ase no. Mako. Na no jama maden.
Mama show ade. You will be a friend of regional presidential briefing. Any district presidential briefing. Okay? Would do region be a regional minister the man briefing. And regional minister be no or try to couch the thinking of the president based on what people are saying in the region. Because president, if we are president, Benju we are hutie or bedroom. Yeah, Mount Pine. It's a majority of the time president bedroom TV neon. It is wired in such a way that you will not have a television set in your bedroom. When look, at a certain point, you are not even allowed to carry your phones to the bedroom. The Emma will share international politics. CNN, BBC, Al Jazeera. You can only be allowed to listen to a radio or a TV station when that TV station we now agree on we interview, like what Professor Mills did with Kaba. I will air Kaba ma Kaba na de baza because not OTA for an interview. Apart from that, President, the all can be an obedient catch. I don't know. I will repeat, and that is why do baby. That's why I keep saying that your leaders should have the edge. Say. Umbetimi aquabontain themselves. Rawlings, edu baby no to car. Rawlings is the very first president to Okrumha. Yenye be my president be a swap no in an accident.
Bacho, what I remember, miss our question. What's the president be international?
And no na year what the national security
into Bacho
will push you to do.
Into Joe Biden and now say Donald Trump. So what is the point?
They will not allow you.
So what is the point?
Because they want you to have a concentration, not to harbor any hatred for anybody. That's why.
But if in America there's a certain CNN and other television stations are the aligned to a particular party or whatever. Now Ekokoba say. Yes, President Mpehano Masewiti, yeah, man, the crime man this particular station because of you say, obey developing hatred. Then what is happening in this country? Is it going to be preview to what is happening in this country?
Meanwhile,
more foreign countries, you know, to say Donald Trump and other presidents across the
how relevant
to
America development?
They move into the international space. Looking at what
Russia, international in America
means Africa and other parts of the world.
Well,
what Russia is doing in Africa, what China is doing in Africa, then they put together, if there's a war somewhere, how that is going in favor of America, how that is affecting the interest of America, how that is affecting the image of America internationally. These are the things presidents are concerned about. I'm telling you today. Rawlings pet any Ghana man penia no took a carbon. And then Muhammad did the same thing in 2016.
Moto.
The reason is that sometimes we feel like You have been informed. Get informed yourself.
But at times also did the same.
Jimmy Carter was doing the same thing. Jimmy Carter did something. He went to Wisconsin. During his time. Jimmy Carter went to Wisconsin. And he had the presidential briefing. But after going through one of his memoirs, he said that I was not satisfied with the briefing. And during the night, I employed the services of my beautiful wife to drive me through. So it was Jimmy Carter's wife who drove Jimmy Carter. Automatically, there will be some security around him to look and go through things that he wanted to do. Because at the material moment, briefing one-sided. And this has happened to every single president under the sun. All presidents. Jimmy wife said, wow, be kwa bonting. Scientists are the national security for the baby. It's final. You can't act otherwise.
Chairman, in the same way, we are aware. A public notice. His Excellency, the late former president, Professor John Evans Atamios. Echo Port, without any announcement whatsoever, say Oba Port about BB. But not while recognizing the fact to say there was a certain rot be na ekoso ewo parliament ewo port one na I get it to his attention. So he went there to verify, and indeed he got what he wanted. At that time, he went there in his capacity as the president, not as an ordinary person. And briefing earlier from the national security or whoever information he got for himself. That briefing wasn't enough for him as a president. But he needed a further and better information for himself.
No, you can call Kwendo. The presidency had the opportunity to watch Anas's video before we did. So Professor Mills was already.
I remember, so I'm making reference to the video.
He was aware.
Yes, I know he made a reference to the video.
No, he was aware.
Yes, and was already making reference to another place. Because he's aware and he's coming after them.
Ansana Obekohono. Don't forget the national security aware. You see, President, apart from the only person that will beat Nikrom national security twice in his time as a president, Putin, Russian president. National security, General Baby, Omo train car, Omo soldier for the decision, but come on! Now, I'm turning towards the street and so. Can't one out as a and then the second time, a time and now, woman national to say a high Independence Day. Woman is speech a sort of training a more anthem. Who answer put in a free space on the economy. Professor Mills was aware already. He had watched the video before
but he needed a better.
The national security
evidence
also
for himself
informed him. And it was the Governor Lattis who advised him, go straight to the place uninformed. Because they needed something to make Professor Mills look good in the eyes of the people. And that is the handlers of presidents.
And he had it.
Yes, and he won.
Yeah.
Simple. That's it. That's it. So, President of Omo TV, the anti hacking.
Na ukunako parliament na wakwa ntro akoka nsemi na say minority leader, deputy minority leader I drawn the attention to ntro no kukutwa na you are going to disrespect the person because your husband lied. And you are telling me that it's a family business, so family business or
in fact the reference to National Cathedral. The state of the nation.
One can was.
I mean, now you expect to say Sika or minor.
One can.
Now, no, you don't know.
Yes, what are Yakufano? I come back at Cathedral.
Why not? Why not, Captain?
So I say Yamebo.
When we say Yamebo, initially Lucas or mining for Sikabianco. Eventually, Ghana Sikako.
But one Kabeka.
But also catching.
There be one Kabeka.
And what's all kind?
And it's the money the true state of the nation's address.
That is why I am saying that. My many years and him start be a GTV for try every year.
Okay, enough.
And no yet enough.
Yeah, Dada.
We have seen that you are not happy about how your husband was rebuked in public.
In fact, nani kuno kura buof.
But when you hear noa,
Tamana my boy kasa.
na any quite say overreact towards the speaker. Towards
That's the point.
towards other people. Because you can never stop any woman under the sun. Say Ophili say Nikuni disrespected her.
Obe keep him mute.
Obe keep him mute.
Chairman, you see,
But
I was in the chamber.
that's why I'm saying that. On the other leg of it, which is political, now SSNK oldie.
Chairman, you see, I was in the chamber. At the time, now Okasa he left, he inherited a doomso economy, and I said, "Oh, but not doomso or honomono." And now, the Fiamapo.
When
Eka said, or mislead the chamber. That did not catch the eye of the speaker. It's Okoswa. But the president reacted to that very particular comment, forgoing his speech. And Oka said, listen, listen. So the data is clear.
No, that was on the Free Senior High School.
Yeah, Free Senior High School.
Exam so much choices here.
Yes, Free Senior High School because he also made mention of the fact that there was energy issue in Okahwasen. Exactly.
Which was false.
And this
I'm coming from the central region.
The Fiamapo make a comment which wasn't captured in any case, it wouldn't be captured in the parliamentary hazard.
Yeah.
But it caught the eye of the president, not the speaker. And the president reacted to it, and then the speaker said, look, you can have your data. The fact that you have your data doesn't mean the president. No, I said the data is always one. And which data was he talking about?
Why data? No.
But you see, beyond everything, Captain, Pampani Bijna Parliament. No, the insema any factual. Insema any recorded in the Hansard. I mean, how will you treat it?
Parliament are to imagine.
How will you treat it?
No, but you can't treat it. Bibia Parliament are to. What President Chairman Speaker was and
that should be it.
And then the only thing Honorable Amakofibua did actually alerting the president say Weja National Cathedral. Apart from that, so Kofi Amabo and Kasa and the president kind in accepted.
Joe Kasa means
State of the nation or the Abreu. Parliament are here to speak.
But there's an opportunity for the plenary to somebody home come.
I am not sure that the plenary would have the time to discuss because and then
parliament
and no because they will not even have the time to do any serious business. Yes. It is bye messages, 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 hugging. And then one be question and then by 5 minutes after midnight, the new parliamentarians will come in for them to be sworn into office. But let me see some of the messages on my personal phone. I think people were not understanding the situations of the discussion, but no problem. Captain, please leave family out of it. That is not family house. You think so?
Yeah.
Besides, we didn't invite to come and address the nation. We don't even recognize her. So, Captain, For this one, you are wrong. I haven't said it is right too. I said on the family leg, she's right. On the political side, she's wrong. On him back could be sending me message be. None did not wash it. Oh, now message you here.
For you money. You won't be.
Or say, aha. So what are you saying?
Two patches say.
Oh my no.
Two patches say. What I can for me get two patches say.
So what are you saying?
Two patches say.
I sit in state as a paramount chief. I make a statement. Another paramount chief disrespects me. Can my wife just walk straight to the paramount chief?
No.
And also disrespect him?
No.
I may understand. That's also the country.
Oh, yes, that's it.
What are you saying?
Two patches say.
I'm a paramount chief.
Maybe your mind in it.
Which you know.
I own him.
If I make a statement in public and another chief rebuts, now say rebuts. Okay.
Now or in the fufro be ebe kasema
can my wife walk straight to him and disrespect him?
I
may agree with you on the family setting. But I think that Rebecca should have respected himself. That after the procedures, family does not matter. It was the house.
It was a
parliamentarian. But now you are saying what I said before.
And now you are saying what I said the first time. First lady alcohol.
Okay.
Yeah. In fact, Mampeni Aludanko Kufa Bayi. Who brave shown red card of parliament.
Yes.
Inti, we are familiar with their cost one. Their cost will be a winning dada. Nkoma yedi wo hobia what
Captain. Today is a new day. In fact, I would have insulted you and your wife.
Don't spoil the day.
In this circumstance, Rebecca got it all wrong. The message didn't work.
No, but I mean, you see.
Obi, JB, nipa brentiasi.
Yes.
Obi kura katem say na, the lady blah blah. Sabe, me wale jese minim nyanza. What's the American say? Me kunu ni, me no apie abonten. Obi ebu ntia. Why would I have to go and fight with not ordinary person biao, ebia, colleagues like prominent people are meeting be na wako ka bibi ni sa oka. Na JB sorry ya. Na many JB echo hang.
When the thing so say Rebecca shouldn't have followed Nanadi to the plenary.
Baby I'm question sign no.
Nanka enye wrong. Just that on no want control now.
Chairman Pacho, wait a minute. There are a lot of things a course of parliament on that day cameras into me and show. Cameras into me and capture. And I was sitting right in the chamber. They deliberately attempted to provoke the president because he's been there before. And that is the normal
part of it.
Yeah, that is the normal settings of the parliament. What you say on him? Why you be there?
The message we're going, gone.
Good morning. Roma saw them for the
going, gone. Good morning, Captain. It is you who is getting things wrong.
But you see, I feel
you talk of someone disrespecting the president. So now, if you lie and you were exposed, would you describe that as disrespect? This is different too. My position on Rebecca to what's not to say Obabi and Yasa so you budu kunanim tia. Nani beje.
Sure.
But necessary Rebecca so tell who has say baby ya owono want to be near your yes.
Exactly the point.
This is what I was saying. But you guys
at that point family be any baby oh yes politics
family somebody woman can be one chess you are chiano
first family
you see captain leadership you say Emma Rebecca Ntiasi leadership when you assume that obi awo hu bia no say your cycle say na asofo radio matem
Dabi ye betimi adu atem
asofo ti bi
sofo ma me bi obetimi atena ho ahwe so obi di ni kuna tem dwem na on make reaction bi no na sa sofo ma me no on pe ni kuna
but Captain, look at this
but so say ye ria nipa na oka kuna sem no won't be confront no
Sally this is sofo end of year ye bu nkonta kato ye Pentecost end of year ye bu nkonta na nkonta no nkofo he nkonta mu na enye na elder biti baby no sorry
Pentecost sorry
Pentecost oh so maka na elder be sorry say
poku ina financial cathedral poku ina na chairman
na elder be sorry
for national cathedral poku ina na chairman
okay
it's on my captain wa kaza kwa it's me bo say ye bu nkonta wi end of year na elder be sorry say papa de why ye de
ne papa opoku ina
no me ba yeah
specific
Pentecost
yeah specific
Pentecost yeah asofo pastors papa and your from oh yes now yeah sorry sir papa ade a wo kan ye ba ku mienu miensa we ye free mo
papa ayo opoku ina prof
when ye free mo I wasn't cardi bem
na
when ye free
na
sofo maame
o se bedwa
Dabi sofo maame bedwa
wedwa
official expression owie eno a ye wie meeting no gathering na ye bu akonta no JBC ye fa opoku ina Mami Grace eni ho kwan say obe confront sa elder no this is what I'm saying. Simplicity. You must understand ye tie sese ye ina ye tie opa me ni ye ina ye mpie na obi nhya ase say oye bibia enye ni die towards me afia bedwa
and that is right.
That's fantastic. So what I'm saying is that Anka Rebecca ye try na nimba ya who say na ninje die akomane so hwa
na offer the personal
eti ye wie ye no ba plenary ho no e so te asese baby ogina no e ho nye the bedroom
eno no be say enti no krakra ni sen
me krakra ni sen e ho nye the bedroom
so
therefore when we are simple. What disrespecting? See, she also ended up disrespecting the speaker in public and disrespecting Kofi Amabo, who is then acting as the minority leader.
Yes,
so here the entire group.
That's right. So, who behave kakra? You when say a year it ends there. Sure. Ebrebi ye ko baby ohun na olumano ho ye ma me test so obi ye niamo hu bi o say ma so tena na so ye say a obro ho betimi aye say sa to say be we sitting no
start to level
na obi ye bibi
man ye ho na kana
ma test nipa no deputy minister ye fan Thomas Bruni
oh okay
yes o ye bibi na ma me ni nje ho but or said or ye nanim and said you sit na no obi o hwe be who say Tess was not happy about it
but I don't there no
that's what I'm saying that that is what I'm saying that or yes I we na ye show no honestly one e wo ho ni everybody thought that maybe she may react and they of the national security for now, national security for now. Maybe so you make provisions for that because intelligence. As I will gather, intelligence is gathered from human life, mathematics, body. So the body language sent a signal to us that we need to gather something. Maybe Oledi may react, but she did not. Osre kakra. No henenin. No chiano. Me no beka. What I say? Because Teresa Kufo realized that yes, me yere me sanso ye first lady. And no family setting, Rebecca got it right. Politically, on the other side,
the first
reaction.
The
other side, she got it wrong. And no, dear, Give it to her.
Of morning shows.
Sana ne yeka no wana.
Ba se beginning no man tebase. Beginning no.
Mo mama nkan mi.
Ya bi aha me nyam.
But because mo me mo na ko so aba.
Ami nkan mi.
Hey.
Because
Adey.
mo me mo na ba.
You need the why you can't na bisa.
Na no parliament ho no mo time bodyguard.
Oh, he did so well.
You know, ambulance for almost I think the here training kakra.
Debbie, ambulance for here training. And you no, Mafia.
And you must all be a collapse.
Debbie,
Baby,
President Bekobiano and the presidential medical team. Our responsibility. You see, no. At the end of course, no. Most Ghana for be a bashing National Ambulance Service. Please stop it. Please stop it. No.
Okay,
Sa papa na obejina president echino. And we say Ghana for kasa me mako kan bibi say nyame etua because did I say that? I didn't say that. I don't know what is wrong with some people, but I don't grab on me. Abrante na no jina president echino. Kenela Amposa. Hwe. Or the president Kamu. And on the buy.
Yes.
Eti or ye part of the presidential team.
Yes.
Number one, President Kobe Bia. Nipe bi oye part of the team. Baumia, Neyere, Nanado, Neyere, Yojina Nechi, the personal two personal bodyguards. No, they are taken care of by the presidential medical team. The question is, where were they? Where were they? Number one, they are not allowed into the main chamber. But there should always be a communication between them and those in the plenary. Abefia.
Because you Sabri we say. Friday you see na emergency.
When
Inti nya fe na ye bebusa medical team.
That emergency nti na ye do omo call hall. Do you know how much they are paid?
Oh, my other mammy. Media that time no. See what ambulance. Okay, can ambulance. Ambulance. See what ambulance is. See what ambulance is. Na ye womu adwuma ye fo no kwa de emfa ho.
Mama nka some show.
Ye hia professional
National Ambulance Service for no call soldier ni ho no. So mo handle the ye na BBC ya. Ke be blame wo.
Of course, yes.
Because you adwuma.
Huh?
Aha! That is not. Tear me. Mafia. Adena esi no.
Defense Libya.
No. And you Mafia, I am telling you today.
You're training almost
Debbie.
Because me share interview be on TV3 News 360. Omone 1E or ye or nim or sa we say bi. And or condemn me.
It's not correct. Onim, I'm telling you today. Okay? Say way. Fancy JB a former national security person. And I said JB a national security name. Sir John a national security. No, a national security name. Jacob baby, President Atiato. Who do you call?
Go.
Okay, now. Who cry when you to an I gun down to see her?
when
Your emergency team, emergency medical team. Woman, president ambulance nim. Don't forget, the president movie. You were 2 ambulances. There were 1 for the president and 1 for the other workers. These national ambulance for Yakoye, they were not part of the presidential medical team. They were just there to give support.
And when I mean make us say, and found so we are part of the presidential movement say health whatever no. So far as we are worker our ambulance you should be able to handle such issues. Now be a cutting or be a collapsing. Now
one way now go beyond that. Said the captain Kano. Your mom sign no say we no money. And you remember now kwaya asemba you be take you.
Fallout from the sudden collapse of the AD camp of the president drawing the sonar, putting matters into perspective. The casualty is a military officer and an ADC to the president. The president team normally have its medical team, which is responsible for the well-being of the president and the team around him. Likewise, the vice president team in such events. Due to security reasons, no other medical or paramedical personnel are permitted to be too close. Let me train. To be too close to the president and his team, or to even attend to any of the team should an emergency occur, unless you are instructed to assist, not to take care, to assist in such instances.
Katie, I want to compare them.
Mami, can we?
Everything I tell you be a common sense here, Jumano.
There be four.
Because at that material point, the person was dying.
Yes.
Mafia.
You apply common sense.
Mafia.
Because Joe.
When you say, let me tell you, the most unfortunate incident was that me, as at that time, I personally told them, say, look, it is not right. What is that much Maybe another president for more than 4 minutes. More than 4 minutes. Now they were contemplating say, "Yefa stretcher mefano, yenjai, yempamono," because na ambulance for the stretcher ba. Emma omokache so omofanko. So
we need some cast on
we now as a and those places were those people were not needed as a
they had not seen the presidential medical team.
Yeah.
You see? So anybody be a I see you. 4. Normally, when the ambulance service attends such events, we are expected to provide medical cover for the general public. Certain important personalities and other security services are not the presidential team. There are so many protocols and restrictions inside the inner chamber due to security reasons, which generally hinder proper casualty management. Certain medical equipment such as foldable stretchers are not allowed because they're a weapon. Are not allowed within the inner rapid evacuation of casualties. There is also a restriction on the number of EMTs that are permitted in the inner chamber. Looking at the video critically, the casualty was already brought into his feet by the security personnel around him, even before the EMT got to the stage to assist in evacuating him from the stage away from the cameras of the public view. In such a high security zone, there was no way the EMTs could have lowered the casualty back onto the ground behind the president after being brought onto his feet by the security to begin an intervention by exposing the officer in front of the camera without any shield. So, they see, na EMTs look like
General.
and it exposed the emergency response.
The question will be that now president team no more and medical team.
Very good.
That's the question.
A wonderful question.
That's the question.
No, because you see,
any health
General,
professional
How are they deployed?
Emergency
No.
Obey your health and you want to me
Debbie.
No, so at this point.
No, Mikojo, no.
We're Red Jubilee House.
Emergency.
We're Red Jubilee House. We're nurse.
Now, 1 minute of form. Menye you want to me who am wo.
No. President, the medical team no more.
Very good.
Sign a deployment in this situation.
We have always said, the current national security handle president. Goofy big time from day one to the last day of president called parliament. Sir President Kufuor, you are not to mention the presidential medical team in public. To me, move here. Sir President Kufuor called parliament. You were there. Omote a public gallery. You have about 3 of them. Because don't forget that your national security phone be part closer to the presidential team omo gallery ena won omo ba baby a first lady mo ene ade ene tra no usually baby a first lady etna
na obi atwa hwe to bo jena mpacho hwe ye hwe video na obi atwa hwe na mo asan so ni so onante na ye fa ne kokoto
hey JB
that's the life of the person
JB munya botre hey well what me no
na adamu met hit nkwa
no
chale
Dabi
chale
me won
no mommy educate here please
adwuma mo yi to assist omuni any recommendation bia
Joe Biden Joe Biden ball from no
mommy Adam Bona security
no
emergency for me no kasa
mafia
me clear because this is
no mafia present before time no 3 were gallery nim e ma mienu be ma ba ko no more public gallery nim because I was national security for her Koko Sohine always sat at the public gallery or to that gallery nim then baby yadema very important personalities no one so medical team no and the main medical team now Ebeshe vice president. Don't forget the vice president who on the medical team.
Yes.
Separate from that of the president. It's usually these medical people, no. I keep saying, if I were the president, we have the national security hospitals. Sankro for no. About 3 seats after the first family. Somebody got no wa omachibo no mote. But me share hono. Me who medical team do ho. They thought that nothing will happen. And in security, you don't assume positivity. You always think negativity.
Sure.
So you can protect well.
Wrong so by say BBS.
Yeah, BBS. In security, there's nothing like positivity.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Because when you listen, you say, Mefia, what share low and tells understanding of security is a process. And in every process, there is calamity. Security is organization. In every organization, there's calamity. Security is a product. In every product, there can be poisoning. So there's calamity. So when you are doing security, as a we are alert with negativity, there's nothing like positivity. 80 or 12 from no enemy who say your security in the say emergency response your problem because watch one thing. They left the president. Share ye jananado mpacho video ni biom. Or 12 from no jina wana or dangle no. Say any or say o sugar call. Papa obe sugar back. What they want say or dangle or cover. He's supposed to be still, but on to be yes still. And anytime biano security office health professionals no one with your oye anka or started say oh yes no and say quickly na medical team ni ko
I know the better say any woman penny so
and here also major president they went to him, they left the president. They left the president too. So Nanado was helpless. This is too bad. The first thing they could have done is to whisk the president away. Maybe you're head of the presidential security detailer. Canada go now. The first thing is to get a very beautiful cloth, cover his head, and whisk him. Said a one bay plane because a external attacker.
Because I don't point the
Me, I was thinking external attack. Say external attacker. And can you read Danado? Can you come your president? You see, it's not Canada Japan confide be by time and ask a video be about or see who watches the watchman. Now watch this. Anytime a president is standing, the one standing behind him, there's somebody watching him. And there's another person watching the one watching the person standing behind the president. So who was watching the guy? Colonel Lamposa. Who was watching Colonel Lamposa? Nobody was watching him. And it is the responsibility of the head of the presidential security to detail somebody to watch Colonel Amposa. Then quickly, Chief, he's dangling. And then you alert the cameras. Which means you can tell, say, anyone on the parliament cameras communicate. You can tell there was no security arrangement. This should not have been on air. Because President Kufuor called parliament. There's a proper briefing. You know, Antibi had once gone for State of the Nation's address. All cameramen are assembled by Kenesule. Now look, when your cameras are on the president, if he's drinking water, don't. And the word is don't. And there's somebody Oshe TV3, Obia Oshe Unia TV, Obia Oshe Oti Unia FM, Obia Oti 3 FM, and other affiliates, other stations. When the president is drinking water, don't. When the president is coughing, don't. When the president is dozing, don't. These are things I yet national security for Juma.
Now, Captain, let's say Adia Bechama Mampenia Bay Sunay. No national security for no major.
Oh, my God, they are level 5.
No major.
No, level 5 for them.
So now if you say, Omo no Mojana affect your no level.
Oh, to affect them. Wait, your presidential security team, about 40 of them. One more primary responsibility is to clean every rubbish around the presidency. This was a blunder. Said Nipali talk from no. Should the way Nanado want you. Nanado and don't forget say Nipa no more red tie no coin or a security bear.
No, so there was a shout on the floor of parliament.
As a president,
in fact, president. I realize no few say ABI in the comments in the statements are not all making as at that time no. And I know more refer, but there was a certain shock beer by asking as a hey oh then now say Obia any about Moses say and then the course and Sana president I realize say there was a mistake or there was something that was going on. President Echi. As a president to create that was when the president realized that Obiatiato.
So what it means is that
and people who rushed in there members of parliament
wrong.
The Ghana Police Service
wrong.
The ambulance service.
I saw somebody like the IGP.
No IGP.
Why no one addresses this or no?
I don't know.
Sorry.
No, IGP. IGP. This was the IGP.
No. I know. Or a senior police officer.
Yeah.
No, but IGP was the only person allowed. No, I'm not net to one more. IGP a CDS. I'm not net to anymore.
This is a blunder. I am telling you. The president was exposed. Me shaded me who said Ghana, Sakufado or naked. I'm telling you.
But parliament has been naked from day one.
No, see, whether parliament is naked or not, I am looking at the president. Yeah? Parliamentarian who are more to say president. No, that is how we do security. No, in security we have measures. In security we have measures. You have the measure of cost, the measure of openness, the measure of felicity, and then the measure of Bakubiaka. The measure of cost, extra say, at that material moment, if the president is shot, the cost is higher than a parliamentarian being shot. Obi to the president out of him. President Nikura where it's a show, Shade, show video, Mamma head TV, look, Nana Nijina Hono, Yajano. and Ojinaho. There's no security around him. Nobody is protecting the president. Look, everybody, Obie Jano. And the man, he was left. Maybe in charge of Nanado security. That material moment now, one person. Erashi called the other from Hono. I will get a cloth, cover his face, and whisk him away. So that, say, external attacker, they're open shooting. Ube say Yakova Obiti. It says Yakova Nanado Tino. Can I do an illustration in Yanko break? When say Dombra. Let me do this. Okay. I said my Catholics and Timmy you jacket. Who said that is why security officers are not supposed to wear cufflinks.
Okay.
You are not supposed to wear cufflinks. Straight shirts. Let's assume say a fear na ye nanado at that material moment. The first thing I have to do is to get my jacket ready and cover her. Jenny Ubra. When
Timmy Janechi.
Ubra Janechi. And then JB will come this way. So when you are shooting, you see that JB or me? Wait. Yes. Or it's you.
Parliament be transfer.
Oh, JB.
Parliament be transfer. We have a catch. So
you do that. And then you take the president away because nobody could tell the cause. No. Hey, Mavia. You see, and this is how you handle the security. And that at that material moment, the presidential team, security team, no, should take over parliament. The marshals should stay away because there's an emergency which the life of the president is involved. Because the protector of the president is down. Yes. The one protect Yesu Christo no obeji enkwan wawu. Enti kwaje no wahi. So the one is to whisk the president away. Then they have to take over the inner perimeter of the house. All guns are on alert. ALT. All weapons on ALT. ALT. All guns, all weapons, ALT. And you see, you giant and now do manager here on what why helpless. No, that not Oshe. Because if it's a Ghana, you have to give my.
No, because you see, maybe I'm not the press gallery, so I could see most of the things that were happening. You see, Tama Nanado's reaction. Nanado the Niban also say, "Obiati Asheno." Na akwako ba say, I say, no need na air costo until say camera no capture a little bit and sana when
I American
and at that moment only the SC no nanka president no obetima movie
on one kasa
president
aye
share let me tell you this
that time
nanka obetima movie
that time
if the president
not CDS at the president and him
if the president had moved one shot kitu beto
oh
yeah handling the president no I understand sometimes many JB drive here you do maybe yellow across the Jubilee House kwan mu na magina
and a foreign affairs
when the bisa JB we drew up in my pocket men ko gina yellow no so da because soldier ni bia na police ni bia na national security ni bi okuta tro bia no can fire you people don't know who driving Jubilee House and anyone traffic and so red. Do not park in that yellow crossing. It's the most serious emergency crossing. Anything can happen at Jubilee House that the president had to get out. Which the more you are part of whoever is trying to assassinate the president. They can eliminate you. But you need but they are not your home.
All right.
Now Yeba. I see a suya there. Me, that's what my problem is. Now, suya there. I feel ye koba. Your name Mr. Joe Jackson. We look at the economy now. Economic dangers are a watch on Mahama and him. The next a year or more, and how the economy can bounce back. You know how employment makes me a cost when I be a bit difficult. And all the
but that is in parliament, and another which has a 24-hour economy. 3 shifts, 1 shift.
Yeah. On police and it was even wrong, say they had not prepared another kennel.
Exactly, because